Hey guys, welcome back to Zethythonix channel. Last time I talked about 10 worst premium Bandai I ever built. Today is the top 10 best version. Let's be honest, I had a really tough time to list them because the top 3 is easy to decide, but the rest of the 7 spots were the real challenge. Despite I hate the premium choices, but some of them were good enough to make me forgive Bandai for a minute and appreciate the designs. First of all, I want to thank everyone's support for the top 10 worst P Bandai video. I will definitely make the MG version in the future once I got nearly 100 MGs to judge. Secondly, let's go through the rules just like last time. Number 1, this list will only contain 1 to 144 scale Gunplas, so basically it's a mixture of RG and XG. Number 2, this list will only include what I built in the past, so I won't include other P Bandai that I never experienced before. Number 3, the list itself and my opinions were subjective. If you disagree with me, that's okay, but rational thinking and comments, please. Well, the rules were simpler than last time because this video is positive. Let's cut the chatting and get to the points right now. Coming at number 10, we got the first tie, which is XGUC Dictus or Gundam Pixy. They are both unique and got decent performances, but because they don't have a lot of outstanding features other than they are from side stories, which is why I can't pick one out and decided to keep them both. Let's start with the Dictus. Its standard articulations and colors are fine. It could even transform into a hand, which is a very special MA design. But because it was too simple and the design didn't fit the general taste, which is why it got ignored. The fact that it can transform into MA and MS mode easily is already a good point, and the overall Gunpla is so easy to pose and play with it. The downside of this Gunpla is that the weapon is lazy, plain white, just like what I mentioned about the Gundam M91 during the top 10 worst PB video. And the num marks on the glossy surface are hard to remove. You can also see a lot of seam lines too, so you will need to work a bit harder to get a better finish. Okay, let's shift the focus on Pixy. Pixy is one of the new modes that is selling in PB section. But because the performance is too standard and it's hard for me to rank it higher. The colors were alright, except some lazy stickers, but it's not as bad as Power Rider. The most important point on the Pixy is the beam slashing effect. To be honest, if you're someone who never watched the side stories and if the Pixy don't have the slashing effect, most people will probably skip it because, as I said, it's too standard. But since the Pixy is a close combat MS, it got good articulations and you can do some crazy poses with those slashing effect. Despite it's from the side story, but Bandai did put efforts on it, which was why I still suggest it. Coming at number 9, RG Nu Gundam HWS or the HWS expansion set. The reason why I put this expansion set that low is because the performance is not too good. As I said in the review before, the expansion set felt like a scaled down Katoki version and the whole structure was like a XG. But that doesn't mean that it's completely trash. Let's start with the Nu Gundam itself. The RG Nu already proved itself as one of the best RGs. The MG version is great with the cycle frame details, but the stability and the theme funnels really driving you crazy. RG is way better, no matter the stability, theme funnel connection, movement range, smooth articulations or extra gimmicks. RG already proved itself to be better than the MG version. Yes, the RG Nu is missing the cycle frame details and 2 extra hidden beam saber in the front skirts. But other than those things, the RG Nu pretty much got everything, but better. Even though I don't have the MG Katoki version, but I'm sure most of you know that MG Nu got theme funnels falling off, soft limbs, and cannot handle the HWS set due to its weak structure. On the other hand, RG Nu was able to handle it beautifully. At least it could hold the shield up when I was reviewing it. That's something MG failed to do so. Another reason why the RG is better is the overall performance. If you equip the full set, it won't have the problems like the MG version where things fall apart and one side leaning. The RG version will lean towards one side, but you can barely see it. Overall, for display purposes, the RG version will be far better than the MG version. Coming at number 8, Cathedral Gundam from HGBF. Maybe some of you never heard of this Gunpla. I reviewed this Gunpla when I just started my channel. Sometimes we also need to consider, is the Gunpla fun to play with or not? Cathedral Gundam got a great look and fun to play with. Since it is the predecessor of Denial Gundam, they could swap parts and equip the same flaming effects. That's the first worth point. Secondly, Cathedral is not bad at all. The stickers were for the small details, which is acceptable. The only negative is that you must respray to metallic gold, otherwise the curry gold is absolutely hideous. Cathedral Gundam also contain one of the best elements in build fighters. The backpack is fun and creative. It can mount on the Gunpla, it can be a fighter, or it can turn into a ball. The only downside is that the ball form is a bit hard to make it look natural when you're posing it, but that's okay. Take your time and I'm sure it's fine. Actually, build fighters got some really good P Bandai to try. If you got a chance, try the Cathedral Gundam. Coming at number 7, XGUZ Gundam Ground Type Parachute Pack. Some people might probably say that is arguable. I agree with that statement there. But listen to my reasons first. The Gundam Ground Type Revive is very good. A lot of reviews already prove that the rework is excellent. Knee down shooting is not a dream anymore. Secondly, the container on the back got one of the best XG performances I've ever seen. Bandai didn't get lazy and ignore the settings. They successfully recreated the 180mm cannon storage in the backpack. Thirdly, this PB got a lot of weapons, the gym head and a brand new parachute pack. For people who like to shoot photos or a lot of weapons to play with, this P Bandai is a pretty good choice. If you want a balance between simple design and a lot of weapons to pose, this P Bandai is a must for you. Coming at number 6, XGUZ Gundam G04 or G05. Well, this is another arguable choice here. The reason I ranked the G04 and 5 a bit low is because Bandai's laziness again. They reused the Power Riders runners, which resulted a lot of recoloring and big stickers. Just like the Power Rider, the shield and the big scope is purely colored by stickers. Other than the colors, the stability and movements were above average. The weapons were amazing too. I love that Mega Beam launcher. The reason why I put Gundam G05 here too is because G04 and 5 got the same structure, and they also share the Power Riders runners. Bandai, try to prove me wrong please, I dare you. But if we ignore the stickers for a minute, the Gunpla's performance is quite good, which is why even though it's a mini sticker hell, I still put the duo here. Another argument for this duo is the MG version. I'll list the difference here and you can decide it by yourself. The XGUZ version got newer plastic, text and structure. The MG got all ball joints and below average articulations. The XGUZ version got below average colors. The MG got every color you need except the small details. Lastly, both versions' price is very close, so it's up to you to decide whether you want the XGUZ or MG. Coming at number 5, XGBD Build Gamma Gundam. In the last rating video, I was very upset about the Dictus 1.5, but the Build Gamma was before Dictus, which is why it deserved a spot. While the Dictus 1.5 seems lazy and didn't live up to the expectations, first, it still used some old parts but not a lot. The overall design contained a lot of new parts. The reason above already proved its value and is from build series, which means it will have some unique and different designs. Secondly, you can't even see the num marks unlike the Dictus. Most of the parts on Build Gamma is white and you can't see those obvious num marks. Thirdly, the build is simple and cheap. It got its uniqueness such as the big Gatling, the binders on the back and the Gundam type head. Overall, compared to Dictus, Build Gamma truly outperformed it and worth your money more than the lazy 1.5. Coming at number 4, RG Tallgeese III. Now, for those people who got the MG version, you can skip this RG because there's no reason for you to buy it, I think. But compared to the TV version, Tallgeese II or titanium finishes, the Tallgeese III got more changes. The MG is expensive and is pretty rare nowadays. For those of you that can't find the MG version, how about the RG version? Compared to T2, the T3 got new weapons, new head, new shoulders, and new decals. The RG Tallgeese itself got excellent performance, there's no doubt about it. When it comes to T3, RG is easier for you to find it, and because it's smaller, which means posing with the big weapons will be easier for you. I tried the Tallgeese frame for 3 times, the frame is solid and able to adapt some extreme posing. Although I haven't opened my MG T3 yet, but RG is more recent and I believe the text and structure will be better than MG. I rarely recommend RG P Bandai, but the T3 is worth deserved to have its chance due to the changes and the solid structure. Number 3. XGUC Gundam G06. It's not that surprising for myself to put it at the top 3 spots, because its performance is just way too good. As a premium Bandai is a new mode with above average color separation. Not only the build is simple and clean, Bandai even gave you extra parts to swap between incomplete or complete form. It's very surprising that they gave you different forms in one box, considering they put Sandrock Kai and Heavy Arms Kai in P Bandai. Sorry, I'm a bit off topic and accidentally roast them again. Anyway, the G06 got high class articulations, very great color separation. All you need to repaint is the inner thrusters, an easy swap between two forms, and easy posing for lazy people. I can't pick some flaws on the G06 because it's just that good. Even you're not familiar with MSV designs, make sure you get the G06, it's very good. Number 2. XGUC 2nd V, an often overlooked design because it's from Gundam Victory. Not many people know about this Gunpla because a lot of people ignored anything from Victory. For those of you that built the XGUC V Gundam before, you know that the V Gundam is quite small, so it will have a lot of repainting. But the 2nd V is a rework of the V Gundam, more undergated separation, so you don't need to repaint the details anymore. Great colors and minimized num marks. The performance is solid and definitely fun. You can pose with the cool weapons on it too. Let me introduce the weapons. The shield can expand or close, the cannon can mount on the back or hold it on hand. The beam saber got 2 effects for you to choose, and even you equip those weapons on the 2nd V, it doesn't shake and stands well. Don't ignore it just because it's from Gundam Victory. Try it out and you will find that this Gunpla is unusually great. Number 1. XG00 Gundam Plutone. While the XG00 got nearly 90% of it were terrible for the Gunpla's performance, Plutone stood out and successfully let people come back to XG00 again. It turns out that Plutone is the best XG00. Hopefully Bandai will rework all the XG00s. Plutone is a brand new mode just like Gundam G06. Not only it got excellent articulations and colors, Bandai did put some effort and brains to make it amazing. The GN cables were designed greatly and avoided to pop out whenever you move the limbs. Bandai often ignore the core fighter's performance, but Plutone's core fighter was colored and you don't need to repaint that much except some black. I hope to see more greatly designable rework or new release like Plutone. The Plutone is a must buy due to its above average performance on every category that you can think of. Come on, don't just sit here and buy the Plutone now, you won't regret it. Alright, this is the end of the top 10 P Bandai video. What do you think of this list? Tell me more in the comments. I'm very welcome to hear more great options from you guys too. Thanks to It's Me Pants for making the thumbnail of this video. You did an amazing job. Like this video, make sure you're subscribed to me and hit the bell next to it. Follow my IG at Zethythonix. Donation link is in the description and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!